Hey guys, JasonLeeno here. I am back with a long form video. These shorts have definitely been convenient, I'm not gonna lie. However, I figured it was time to make a long formatted video for you guys to, well, give you a tour. Because as you know, if you've been following along, I train at my house in a shed. It's pretty rough, it's pretty beat up, but it's definitely been saving me a lot of money this year, allowing me to work a lot more on my house and a lot more on, well, anything just without spending that extra money. And quite frankly, I have been getting a little bit of flack about the shape I've always leaving the strength shed in, from family, from friends, from commenters. You know who you are. So I did a decent amount of work to, well, make it a little bit livable. So today is going to be the official strength shed tour. So I'm not going to give you the code, but let's see what she looks like. All right, guys, here she is. Man, did a lot ever change. We have so much to talk about in such a small space. We have nice new gym matting. We have a noisy little heater that is just pumping out the heat because it's winter. And it's 14 degrees in here, so I'm super grateful for it. So I'm not going to apologize anymore for the noise because it keeps me happy. What do you want me to talk about? Look at this. Look how great this looks. It's drywall, it's casing. We have poly up. I'm not breathing in any more insulation. It's going to be fantastic. So I'm going to be a little bit more formal with this tour. We'll do a walk around, but I want to start off with this. We are looking at some church doors. I have no idea where the guy found these things when he built this shed or why he thought to put church doors on a shed, but I'm grateful he did because this is super sweet. And they're going to look even better come summertime when I'm able to refinish them. And it's basically the feature, in my opinion, of this gym. I don't know why. I just think they're awesome. But yes, let's move on to equipment now, what you guys are here for. Starting first is going to be my old high pulley, low pulley lat station. This is what $200 looks like, guys. I purchased it off of a scrap dealer, and I'm glad that he sold it to me because this has been amazing to use over the last few years. Especially every time I throw my back out, I'm still able to train and not make it any worse. Right here, we have a sketchy little knee-high bracket. This is a bracket I built because I can't really fit any more equipment in here, but I still wanted to train my legs a little bit harder. So I wanted to start doing belt squats. And now instead of just stacking blocks up and taking up more room, I just made a bracket that I'm able to take a pin out of and put a lever there whenever I want to use it and take it away and save myself a lot of space. And as we can see here, this monstrosity is called a GHD. I did have to put the pad on backwards because the footprint is just over 7 feet and this is only an 8-foot wide gym. So I did have to modify it. I am able to get a full extension and rep in despite how close everything is. It does work for me. However, if you're taller than 5'10", I don't recommend you use it. Before we get over to here, let's go to my accessory bin. It's just a little bin full of all my stuff, but the biggest thing I want to talk about is my newest purchase, and that is this guy, a slingshot. I finally bit the bullet, and I gave Mark Bell some money and purchased a slingshot, and I'm glad I finally did because it's helped my bench a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I'll get more into it probably later down the line in a different video, but if you are struggling with building speed for the bench, I highly recommend using a slingshot. It's helped me greatly. Yeah, other stuff here, you know, belts, shoes, straps, JBL speaker, you know, we got yoga block, we got a couple stacks of blocks there, we have a kettlebell, we have my adjustable box, we have my adjustable dumbbells or whatever, my circus, whatever, you know what they are. They're dumbbells you put plates on. We have my gym diary, which I do use somewhat, but usually kind of my ADHD kicks in and I don't always track everything, but I use it as a reference and just remember most of my training. Over here we have the plates, and we have a nice plate stand that I built as well. And at this point, I'm just going to have to say I'm a pretty decent welder, considering there's 500 pounds of plates on there and nothing's broke, which I'm grateful for because I don't want to lose a toe. We have the original squat stand that Edgar and I picked up back in the day with the original bar and the original plates. Happy about that because that's another $200 pickup from China, but it was worth it. We have my comp bench, which was another cheap pickup, $200. And now we have all my bars on a nice little gun rack holder. We'll start off with my hex bar, picked up from Walmart, another $200 purchase. Picked this up from a retailer in a city near me, but it's definitely a China build. I got this off Edgar as a gift. Nice easy bar from the dump. We got lucky. And then lastly, we have my Swiss bar. That is my newest purchase, and I'm happy to get because it has helped save my shoulder greatly. So, as you heard many times, I've said cheap pickup, I've said cheap a lot. And the reason why is because ultimately you can build a gym for pretty cheap. Now, realistically, all my equipment in here has cost me less than like $3,000. Right? You hear people build gyms for tens of thousands of dollars, spending like multi-$1,000s on racks and all these bars and everything. You're able to get them cheap, guys. Like, you don't have to stress yourself. At the end of the day, you just need to find the equipment that works for you, and all these things work for me. Like, yeah, you have to do some research to make sure it's good equipment, even though it is on the cheaper side. Like, for example, the biggest thing you'll see is if you go and type in safety squat bar on Amazon, you'll see like 100. But if you look at them and you look at the pictures, none of them actually have a camber to them. This one has a camber. This is flat. These are pointed out. There's a camber. That will transfer the load the way it's supposed to instead of holding it out the way it's not supposed to. Like, a lot of people try to make equipment cheap just by pictures half the time overseas, and there is no thought to it. So as long as you take the time and you try to find the equipment that's not like that, you will be happy. I assure you, take the time, spend as little as you can, and you'll get the biggest bang for your buck. But lastly, let's get to my new piece of resistance. We are looking at a leg extension, leg curl combo. Now, I purchased off of Marketplace again with this. I can't remember where the gentleman said he bought it from, like Amazon or overseas, but it cost me $200 and this retails for $400. I don't know what that brand is. It's probably Susie Ears. I don't know. At the end of the day, that doesn't matter. It works. And this is what I decided to put in here instead of the reverse hyper, because the reverse hyper is great, but it is really good for like rehabilitation. And if I want to like isolate my leg muscles and make them grow, this is what I need to be doing. I don't need to be doing reverse hypers. I need to be focusing on this. But guys, as you can see, that's it. That's the video. I know, it's 88 square feet. It should have taken me forever to make this video. Not really. But guys, thank you so much for coming to see this video, and thank you so much for sticking around. For those of you that have, I do appreciate it. And for those newest subscribers, thanks for checking this out. I appreciate it as well. But at the end of the day, guys, like I said, you don't need to kill yourself to build yourself a gym. You can start off small and then just progressively make it as the time goes on. Like, this has taken me, I don't know, 2020, so 3 years. Yeah, it's taken me 3 years to accumulate all this and build up and, you know, turn it into what I want it to be. So as long as you have the space, whether it's a basement that's like a few hundred square feet or a shed that's 88 square feet, you can make it work as long as you have the desire. But guys, that's the video. So do me a favor, go down below, drop me some comments. Love to hear what you have to say. I would love to hear what you guys want to see next. And then once you're done that, please hit the like, share, and subscribe to spread that love, because I know you want to, and it'll help me a lot. But either way, guys, I will see you next time.